The man, the legend, the myth himself, Oscar Muniz. He has recently got himself under fire. I mean, his words were so compassionate, so emphatic. It connected with everyone. He on his recent Twitter post on the United's Twitter page, he said, "This is an upsetting event to all of us here at United. I apologize for having to reaccommodate these customers." Reaccommodate. Let's just focus on that word, and let's just show you what really happened, and let's just see how reaccommodation works at United Airlines.
Pilots drive to London? Can't they rent a car for the pilots and have them drive? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Guys, my god! What are you doing? No, this is wrong! Oh my god! Look at what you did to him! Oh my god!
So most of you watching this video have probably heard about the news or watched the video several times or gotten the information from word of mouth. But you guys probably just want to see a different perspective or more people roasting the shit out of them, which I'm going to try to do. Well, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to add more fuel to the fire because it needs to be more widespread than it already is. So just in case you haven't watched the news or have been keeping up, I'll run a backstory. So there is this 69-year-old man named David Dao who has booked a flight from United Airlines that goes from Chicago to Louisville. And airlines are notorious for overbooking planes. So what is overbooking? I mean, overbooking is when you accept more reservations for a customer than there are seats for. Well, in the case of this situation, it's not really overbooking, but kind of is, but not really. So let me explain. So United Airlines has employees or flight staff that needed to be somewhere, or probably in Louisville. So how did they do to accommodate their employees, and how did they help them out? Well, basically, they were like, hey, let's find paying settled customers who have gone through security in the past and have done nothing wrong. Let's just kick them the fuck off the plane. I'd probably really kick them if they had the legal rights to do that. So they were like, let's offer $400. And then people were like, 400 is a little bit too little. So they were like, let's double the ante. How about $800? And still, no one was excited for that. So then they were like, let's just pick 4 random people and say, get the fuck out. So they probably use some kind of random generation system, passenger generation system like random.org or a racist website, and they kicked them off kicked them off the plane. So 3 of the 4 people were like, hey, let's just not deal with them and just get off. And then the 4th person, who was a doctor, the guy that I mentioned aforementioned, David Dao, was like, nah, I don't want to get off. I paid for this. I mean, I'm a little bit pissed right now, and then I'm gonna yell at them because I should do that, and he probably arguing with them or something. That's probably the yelling, and because they were simply belittling people who have paid for their flight, and they are essentially taking away their rights as a paying customer as a person who passed security, who has gone through the process and everything. They didn't say to that he couldn't go on before they checked the passport and before they ripped the ticket and shit like that. They didn't do that before. So, I mean, he was like, I'm not gonna stand for this. I'm not gonna stand for this. I'm just gonna I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna sit here, like a peacekeeper or something. Well, they just slammed him against the armrest and beat him up until he was dripping pure blood from his mouth. And it looked like the blood has just dripped viciously down his neck. It was kind of brutal. So they literally dragged this fucking 69-year-old man off the plane, like a bag of sand. Like that's just fucked up. They didn't even take him to the hospital.
I have to go home.
I'm fucking pissed, and I didn't even get fucking beat up. Like, what the fuck, man? This is fucking smelly, dirty grandma tits. This is so fucked. Fuck them.
It's a big business, but it's also a big risk. Putting your pets on a flight can be deadly. It's a problem we exposed nearly a year ago.
Now, investigative reporter Elise Kirchner joins us with another incident that a pet owner is sharing for the first time publicly. And it's a story she was almost not even allowed to tell, Elise.
No, and that's because the airline involved asked her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. But pet owner Janet Sinclair felt the public needed to know. We should warn viewers the details and images are graphic. She claims her animals were kicked, left out in extreme heat, and nearly died. And she documented the alleged abuse.
They offload Sedona, and I watched this man kick her crate 6 times. Kick it, kick it, kick it, until it's under the wing of the plane.
It was July, the dead of summer. Relocating from California to Boston, Janet Sinclair says she chose to fly on United Airlines because of its Pet Safe program. According to the airline's website, the program ensures pets receive personal handling in climate-controlled vehicles and never will be exposed to temperatures greater than 85 degrees for more than 45 minutes.
They assured me that my animals would get a comfort stop, a safety stop in Houston that I paid extra for.
Extra so that her dog Sedona and cat Alika could have a break from flying and stay healthy. Before the trip, Sinclair says her pets were examined by a vet and given a clean bill of health. But once in Houston, she saw this. The animal's crate sitting out on the tarmac in 90-plus degree heat. From the plane, she pulled out her cell phone and began periodically recording.
It's 4:06. The animals are still sitting on the tarmac as this man is about to load luggage. It's 4:25. That's the fuel truck. 4:58. They're having air conditioning troubles, and they had issues with the seatbelts. Doors are still open to cargo. At 4:58, we still sit here.
Those problems on board caused more delays. 3 hours after landing in Houston, Sinclair says she finally boarded another plane for Boston. But once again, there under the wing were Sedona and Alika.
I said to the flight attendant, we need to get my animals off that tarmac. They're not supposed to be on the tarmac. They're supposed to be in an air-conditioned van.
When they touched down in Boston, Sinclair says Alika was severely dehydrated and Sedona was barely alive.
I am so sorry. Please forgive me. And Sedona's entire crate was filled with blood, feces, urine. Sedona was in full heat stroke. All of her blankets were filled with blood. She was urinating and defecating blood. She was dying, literally right in front of me.
Her dog spent 3 days in the intensive care unit. Medical records show Sedona suffered a heat stroke, blood clotting, and a urinary tract infection, problems she suffered during her United Airlines flight. The cost, nearly $3,000. Sinclair wanted that